Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family. Let's get it. Everyone is going to want to know where you came from and how you made it as far as you did after everything that happened. There are people who have stories, and then there are people who have interesting stories. Everybody's story is interesting, but there are always those people who are peculiar and have a pretty interesting story. It may resonate with you. It may be one you can relate with, but as far as your own, there are going to be tons of people who are going to be able to relate to your specific story. All right. People are going to want to know where you came from. When you stay hidden and just work and grind and do what you need to do, right? Sooner or later, it's going to pop. It's going to be something good that comes out of it. It's going to be something great that happens. It's going to be something good that happens. And you're going to be looking at where you were versus now where you're at. And you're not going to be the only one that is intrigued by how far you came. So when you go far and you finally get to where you're supposed to be, which is going to happen for you, and you're going to love every minute of it because you earned it and you deserve it. People are going to want to know, where did this person come from? Who is this? All right, it's going to be, they're going to treat you like you just fell out of the sky, like you're Neo from the Matrix, or you're the Terminator, you're the guy who had to save the girl in the Terminator movie. So all you need to know is that you just need to keep grinding. Your time is coming. Everything that you see happening for yourself is going to happen. Most people think it can't. The people who believe and know that what they're going to do is going to work for them, even when they have their doubts, even when they think it's not going to work, those are the people that get what they want, and those are the people that make it. All right. Everyone is going to want to know where you came from. A lot of people are going to be intrigued by your story. People love an underdog. People love someone that came from nothing. People love someone that they can relate to. And even if they can't relate to you, if you work hard enough and you go hard enough and they respect you enough, then you're going to get that admiration and that love regardless. Not that you need it, not that you're looking for it, but people are going to be excited to want to get to know you. People are going to want to be excited to be around you, and they're going to want to be in your presence. Most people are going to want to learn from you, how you did it, how you overcame those circumstances, how you came back from the things that you went through. Some of us, we had to go through some really hard things. All right. Some of us had to go through job loss. Some of us had to go through home loss. Some of us had to go through some kind of loss where we lost something. People tried to sabotage us. People didn't want us to become successful. There's always those out there that don't want to see somebody make it. But when it becomes a lot of people, when it becomes a whole group of people, when it becomes a whole job, when it becomes a whole neighborhood, when it becomes like some people, their whole family, it feels like when you overcome stuff like that, that is great. And when you're still able to do it with a humble spirit and with humility and with a positive mindset, you may have the things you have to say about your experience, but it's not like you're bad mouthing people or bad talking people. You're allowed to speak about your experience, and you're allowed to talk about what others do. If it's something that happened to you, if they try to stop you, if they try to get in your way, if they do things that are evil to make sure that you don't get to where you're trying to get in life. And we're not going to act like that's not a thing when it is. So people are going to want to know how you made it. All those people stopping you, all those people wanting to get in your way, all those who didn't think that you should have a chance. All right, all those that wanted to stop you just because it was you. Like, once you get to where you need to go, everybody's mouth is going to drop, and they're going to be like, wow, they finally did it. They finally got it together. They finally made it. And once you get there and you get all the things you deserve, you get what you rightfully feel is yours because you earned it and you worked for it. There's no other feeling like that. And that's an amazing feeling. That's a great feeling. That's something that everybody should want for themselves. That's something that everyone should want to experience. That's something that everyone should see for themselves and want to have for themselves. Everyone should want to experience success. So when you work hard for something and when you don't give up, even though people are purposely trying to stop you and sabotage you and make sure that you can't take care of yourself, there's something that is amazing about that. All right, there are people who are disenfranchised. There are people who have experienced exactly what I'm talking about, workplace mobbing. And as I talk about this, I kind of have some inner conflict because it's like it almost feels as if like it sounds like an excuse, like, oh, they try to stop you from doing what you want to do, because no one can stop you from doing what you need to do. But it's almost like you have to work your way out of a defeatist mindset when you're in a certain situation where you may be targeted at work and you try to go to another job and it happens there. Some, like, the whole name of the game is to break you down to where you stop trying. But a smart individual, a blessed individual, is going to realize that they have something within themselves that they can do, that they can still try at. So you may not be able to put your tries all in alignment for you like everybody else does, but you can still try, and you can still find a way to make things work for yourself. And that's what's truly genius about some individuals, is that they find a way to make things work for themselves. They're not going to allow anything get in the way. They're not going to allow their defeatist mindset to get in the way. All right, they're not going to allow those that try to stop them stop them. They may stop you from working at some crappy BS job. They didn't stop you from they didn't unalive you. Like, here's the thing, people can stop you, but you're not dead. So if you're still breathing, you're still achieving. Like, you have the power to find something to where you can keep going. I don't care if you got to sell lemonade and you're only making $20 a day, $80 a day. Whatever it is you do or you can do for yourself, go do it. Let them laugh. So God will bless you some way, somehow. God always takes care of his children. God knows that there are certain people that, go through hell when they're just trying to work their little 9-to-5 job, when they're just trying to make their way in this world and have a career that suits them. So there are some of us that we can't be around other coworkers. We can't be around other people when we go to work, when we have a job. All right, even if it's just flipping fries or making burgers. I remember when I was working at McDonald's, the people, like, they could watch the people work at the McDonald's where I was working at. They could watch you make the eggs, watch you make the sandwiches, watch you make everything. It wasn't kind of like in the cut or in the back. So I was pretty much the star of the show, making eggs, flipping burgers, putting fries down, and I would do a lot. And it was to the point to where they would, like, they didn't want me to continue working. My one check was like $1,700 because I worked so hard, and I had to I would go there from like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and I wouldn't leave sometimes till like 7 in the after, 7 at night, because I knew what I had to do. I knew I had to pay my my rent. I know I had to take care of myself. But the thing is, I let them get to me, and I let them sabotage my job and my career because of what? I didn't let go. I had resentment. I had an attitude towards them because they had one towards me, and they'll have a fake attitude towards you and hope you take up a real one towards them. Let me rewind that. They'll put up a fake attitude towards you in hopes that you'll have a real attitude towards them. They want you to hate them and be upset with them so that way they can point the finger at you and be like, that's not a good person. Why you want him working here? Walking around, not talking to anyone, giving people the evil eye, looking mean and angry at people, over there in the corner, not saying a word. But they done did that to you. I remember, like, I was reading the employee handbook because I was not playing. If you ever read your employee handbook, don't do it in front of the other employees. I was reading the employee handbook, and guess what they told me? You don't have to read that. I put it down. I didn't read it, and I'm getting mobbed at the job. I can't take a step without this little 5'4" midget walking in front of me, trying to. And shout out to everybody that's 5'4". You're not a midget, but this person with the Napoleon inferiority complex, because I just started working at the job, and this person thought I was trying to take his little girlfriend or whatever. But me personally, I don't do I'm not yeah, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but I don't do the A minor. Yeah, I don't roll that way. So if people, you know, feel jealous, is really nothing you could do about that. But it's like it's just anything, people, when you have a positive mindset and a positive spirit, people are attracted to it, but it doesn't have to be in the way they think. All right. But people are kind of over sexualized today, so people kind of tend to have their mind in the gutter. So it's like they don't a man and a female can't really be friends or talk without people thinking things. So it is what it is. And personally, even if I am aware the type of person that I am, if I know someone's dating someone or they're in a relationship, even if I can see that their woman is attracted to me, I'm not interested in that. I'm not attracted to that. Sweetheart, you got a whole man right there. That's not for me. You are with this man, and you need to be dedicated to the man that you with. All right. So that's as far as that goes. So I never really, I never was interested in having relationships at work, or talking to anybody else's boo at work, just because that person's not there that day. Like, what type of world is that? But anyway, that's a whole nother video for a whole nother discussion, obviously. So everyone is going to want to know where you came from, all right? But the moral of the story of me working at that McDonald's was this: everybody wanted to know where I came from. All right, I was new. I was from a different state. I wasn't even from there. I had people ask me, why did you come here? I'm like, yo, people can go wherever they want. They're like, why did you come here? You know, and they didn't want me around because I disrupted their little flow of energy. When you are a positive person and you get around other people and that positive energy wears off, rubs off, other people are going to feel it, and when you don't have a defeatist mindset, and when you have that get it by any means necessary, I'll scrub tiles with a toothbrush, I'll clean toilets, I'll take the trash out, I'll file paperwork, I'll stay late, I'll be the last one to leave the office, I'll hold meetings all day. When you have that mindset of I'm going to be the top salesman, I'm not letting any money slip out my fingers. When you have that go-getter, motivated, I'm not letting anything stop me mindset, a lot of people are attracted to that. But unfortunately, a lot of people end up loving you to the point to where they hate you. And some of them hate you because they ain't you. All right. And you're no better than anybody else. You're just on a mission. So it's like when people see that sense of urgency and they see that you're motivated, it puts a lot of unnecessary attention on you. Not only with people seeing the God in you and that Christ head in you, and people are like, oh wow, look at this person, they're great, they're magnificent. Instead of going and being great and magnificent themselves, they kind of become preoccupied with you and your greatness and what you're doing, and it makes them jealous. And having to go back and be around that person every day at a job is just, it's hell. It makes it hard for the person that just wants to do their job and do some work and stay positive. All right. So It's not an excuse. You know, if you have been experiencing job loss because people can't stand someone that works hard, people can't stand someone that can do their job. Like this other job, when I was working at Arby's, the people were pretty cool, but I ain't gonna hold you. I was running circles around them. Shout out to everybody at Arby's. You know, I was running circles around y'all. I was dropping fries, making sandwiches, microwaving the mac and cheese, making the sandwiches right, and I was doing my thing. All right. Shout out to everybody, you know, but I was running circles around people. And like it was to the point where I was working real hard and people were just getting in the way. And it's like we had to have the sandwiches out at a certain time, and I had to get it out before the ding. And I'm trying to get it out before the ding. And because everybody else, you know, they're cool with this one and cool with that one, and their mom this and uncle this and aunt that, they all sold in. You know, they've been working, they little JoJo from up the block, and, you know, they with a sock full of rocks, you know, so it's like they, you know, they got their whole situation locked in. But me personally, I was an outsider, and the fact that I came in and worked hard and grinded and did not care about anybody else's position except my own, that offended some people, because I'm coming in there with a gung-ho mentality. I need to get this work done. I'm not your friend. I'm not your buddy. I'm not your coworker. I'm just Drew. I'm here to work, and so are you. That's it. You don't need to know any of my outside life, because whatever I tell you, you're gonna use it against me. If I tell you I like blue shoes, you're gonna find a way to use it against me. Blue shoes are stupid. You have to hear that every day. Blue shoes are stupid. And it's like, who cares what you think? But it's like when people do things over and over and over again, if you are the type of person that lets things get to them, it gets annoying. So I let them get to me at the McDonald's job. I was working, and like you have to say heard, or you have to say yes, or you whatever you have to say. And it's like they overly I'll pick up a rock. All right, I got you. I got you, you bastard hound. You. I love animals, but I will not be attacked by one. All right. Um, when they tried to, but see, yeah, roo roo roo. But see, even the dog that bites you is you, and that's a whole nother video. Shout out to everybody who's down with the esoteric knowledge. All right, even the dog that bites you is you. All right, so this is why we work on ourselves. But anyway, these people at this job, man, um, like who cares about McDonald's that much? I'm just trying to get my hours. It's like they don't care that you're riding a bike. They don't care that you don't have a car. They don't care that you're trying to get back up on your feet. They don't care that you're trying to just pay for your room for the week, or to make sure that you have a place to live and some food to eat. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. They like they would like I guess they expect you to like go hustle or something. It's like that stuff's not for everybody, man. You know, God only blesses people who are put in that situation. If you go out to think you're gonna hustle and do something that other people have to do because you want to do it, man, you're not gonna be blessed. Some people who, you know, God blesses, they still end up getting caught up and put in a situation where they end up, you know, in some unnecessary predicaments. But God, on people who are in any means necessary situation, that's the only people God covers in those types of situations. You have to be damn near at war with life and in a war zone and have nothing left to do but and be negatively influenced to have God's covering in order to do some nefarious activities and not get in trouble for it. All right, you pretty much have to be grown up in an area where you are brainwashed into thinking that this is what you are supposed to do. Don't think just because things are hard for you and you having difficulty and keeping a job or whatever that you're gonna be able to go hustle or something and think that you're gonna be all right. No, you're gonna end up getting your dumb ass in trouble. So the best thing for you to do is just keep going. Don't give in. All right. Some people, their life is their life, but you're not them. All right. You have to be you. So whatever your life entails, you do it. Maybe you need to make some more of what you make. Maybe you need to go create some more of what you create. But don't go try to, you know, go get it anybody else's way, because you see it fast coming in, money, things working out for them, things turning out for them. That's their life. Don't involve yourself in stuff that you don't, you know, that you don't have no business doing. You know who you are, what type of person you are, who you was raised to be, and all that. Don't go try to change up now. God still has a plan for you. And those who have faith, those that don't give up, Those that know that things are going to work out for them, they always do. And that's why everyone is going to want to know where you came from. Your story is going to be so fascinating and so interesting because of all the things that you have went through and all the things that you discovered about yourself along the way. All the type of people that you discovered that you're not. All the haters that you done got through and realized, and you know what? I'm glad that's not me. They may have this, they may have that, they might be doing better than me, but they're hating. All right, they're a hater. They got more than me and they don't even want to see me eat. They got more than me and they got a whole home and don't even want to see me pay for my little room. What's going on? Something's wrong there. Doesn't add up. You know, the unhappiness is unhappinessing. All right. So it is what it is. People are going to want to know how you got to where you were at. All right. I was working at that McDonald's job, and like, because I wasn't bending down on a knee and saying, your food is ready. The burger patties are ready, my queen manager who hired me. And I'm so humble and grateful to be able to take out the trash for you after I prepared this food. Here you go. It's like, that's how they want you to be. That's how they want you to act. Like me killing it and staying later, it wasn't enough, because that's what managers do. And that's what they really had an issue with. They said this Negro is going to run this entire McDonald's by himself if we let him. And that's what, they're afraid that you're going to take their spot. And that's why people are going to want to know where you came from, because all the people that were intimidated by you, it's going to be that many people. All the people who were hated, all the people you were hated on by, is going to be that many people. All the people who want to sabotage you, it's going to be that many people that want to support, that want to buy, that want to purchase, that want to help, that want to lend a hand and support you. All the people that did you wrong, you're going to have that many people that want to support you. And that's why people are going to want to know where you came from, because you're going to be the type of person that when you finally get there, they're going to see all them scars. They're going to see all them battle wounds, and they're going to give you your accolades and your shiny medals and be like, welcome, soldier, you done made it. Because you done made it through some things that nobody was supposed to make it out of. All the people playing with you, they'd have thought you took your life by now. All the people that get in your way, that don't want to see you have nothing, they thought you'd have ended it by now. I'm tired of trying. No, you're not. You ain't never going to be tired of trying. You're always going to see an opening for yourself. You're always going to have an avenue. You're always going to be blessed. God's always going to make sure that you have a way. That's why people are going to want to know where you came from. That's why everyone is going to want to know how you made it after everything that happened. Some of us have went through some stuff. Some of us still going through some stuff, and we're still going to make it no matter what. No matter what, you're going to make it. No matter what, you're going to make it. All right, yo, you can comment it if you want. If you don't, that's all right with me. But all the people that commented, they're letting me know that they're going to make it. If you don't comment that, hey, that just means you don't want to make it that much. And I understand that. But if you really want to make it, you're going to comment, I'm going to make it no matter what. Like, you're not just putting that in the comment so my channel can do better. All right, when you comment that, you're making it concrete in your mind. This isn't about, just commenting down below. This is about putting something in your mind, making it concrete. When you write something down, when you put something in physical format, even if it's just typed, even if it's just in a comment, those words have power. When you comment down below, I'm rich and I'm successful and I can make it, and all these positive things, you are creating that reality for yourself. Sooner or later, you have to be able to enter into it. An opportunity will present itself for you to enter into it if you truly believe. If you pray, when you believe that you have these things, you will receive them. Everybody's going to know where you came from. Like, you are the SHIT. All right, everybody's going to want to know how you did it. When people look at you, they're going to be like, yo, I know you went through some stuff. I know you had to go through a lot. I know they didn't want you to get to where you are at right now. Like, some of us, we've been through so much, and it happens so much that we think we're making excuses, or we think we're being lazy, or we think we're not doing enough. We think that it's just not meant for us. But that's what these evil mugs want you to think. They want you to think you're worthless. They want you to think you're not better than them. They want you to think you're not good enough. They got the Cinderella syndrome. You've seen what happened with all her sisters and even the mom, even the aunt. or whoever. So it's like that goes to show you those were her cousins. That was her aunt. It doesn't matter who it is. Look at Joseph and his brothers. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. People put these titles on people and think that because, this person or that person or this or that, people won't be low-key jealous of you and be trying to get in the way. Out of everything that you went through, people are going to be able to tell that this person went through something, and this, not only did they go through something, but this person has the battle wounds and the scars to prove it, that they overcame it, because look at where they're at right now. I could see you've been through some things. I don't know what exactly you went through, but I could see you've been through some things. I see the war wounds, I see the battle scars, and I even see the healing process. But you made it. And that's how people are going to view you. You're going to be seen as someone that people remember. You're going to be a century man or a century woman. You are going to leave your mark on this world and in this planet because of the level of greatness that you achieved. All right. They tried to do all these things and thought that all these things would happen to you and you would never overcome your situation. But guess what you did? You overcame it with flying colors. They thought you would never make it out of it. They thought you would never make it out of joblessness. All right. They might have blacklisted you and put you on a list. They may have some electronic database where your name is on there, where you're targeted, and it's like, do not hire. And people think that that's conspiracy theory or people making excuses, but a lot of that stuff is real. All right. There are some people that people will look at and just not want to hire, but it can't be an excuse. It can't be an excuse. Don't make that an excuse. That's what they want you to do. Well, nobody will hire me. Let me sit around and do nothing. Well, nobody wants me to work for them. Let me not try. Let me not make any money. Let me just sit and wallow and just, no one wants me to work for them. I have nothing to do. I have nothing to offer. I have no skill. Cancel that. Destroy that. That's the devil. Don't believe that. I had someone tell me that I had no skills, and I believe that they were trying to curse me. If someone didn't have any skills, I wouldn't tell them that they didn't have any skills. I would tell them to develop some skills. I wouldn't discourage them. I wouldn't tell them that you have no skills. I wouldn't tell no one that. That is a discouraging thing to say. Like when people have negative things to say, but they claim it's coming in the form of health. How come it doesn't feel like it? Everybody's going to want to know where you came from because of all that, all the things, all the things that you went through. And some of us had to go through a lot just to try to provide for ourselves, to feed ourselves. I couldn't imagine trying to do that with a family. Some of us, some of us have families. I couldn't imagine trying to do that with a family. I would have snapped. You trying to, not only are you trying to take food out of my mouth, but my children's mouths? Oh no, we're not gonna have that. We're not going to have that. But see, that's why all of my videos about not reacting and keeping your cool are very important. You have to be able to get to a level where you could fool these people and you could play the game to where you just let what they do not even bother you. If I had known what I know now, I'd have kept that job and I'd have been the top manager. They'd have had my face on the wall, you know? But hey, I let my anger get the best of me because I was so tired, and it was hot too. It was out in Florida, and I was riding my bike in that 100-degree weather, that 110-degree weather where you outside and it's a heat warning and you still got to go to work. You don't even have enough to like catch a taxi or Uber because you got to use that to get something to eat. All right. And you just paid your rent and you just glad to have some place to sleep. So it is what it is, man. Like a lot of us TIs, a lot of us people who have been targeted and who have been mobbed at work, we're real hustlers and we are real grinders. It's just that due to some of the circumstances that we faced in life, things have stressed us out. We might have made some bad decisions, might have made some wrong choices along the lines, but it's all a part of your journey, and what you overcome and what you go through, what you get over, it only makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. People can say about you whatever, well, you did this and you used to that, and so you're like, everybody came from something. All right, everybody has overcame something. Everybody has overcame something. All right, everybody has taken themselves from Skid Row to their dream at some point. Some people take themselves from the bottom. Some people take themselves from Skid Row. Some people take themselves from a prison. Some people take themselves from a penitentiary. Some people take themselves off the street. Some people take themselves from homelessness. Some people take themselves out of depression. Some people take themselves out of gluttony, overeating, all right, almost destroying themselves with food, or whether it be something else, whatever they're into, no judgment here. But the fact that you can overcome that and become greater as a result of that, that's some interesting stuff. Not everybody that's gone through what you went through has made it out alive. Not everybody that's gone through what you went through has had the gumption or the ambition or the mind or the heart or the drive to get through it and to get over it. All right, some people, their situation has taken them out. And that's why everyone's going to want to know where you came from. All right. They're going to want to know how you made it as far as you did after everything that happened. So keep going and keep putting one foot in front of the other, because you're going to get there. Because up here, you're already there. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. We out.